I saw a clip recently of Haha Davis talking about some questionable activity with his girl. Want to get a little bit deeper on this. Shout out to Basic Social Politics. Let's get a little bit of this.
What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Salute to everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all like this video, hype this video, and share it. Because I want to talk about comedian Haha Davis. Now, he has been trending on Twitter for days. As you can see, this article is from June 11th. It would have been 4 days later of me recording this, and this topic is still trending on X. He actually put out an apology video due to comments he made about basically having another man sleep with his girlfriend or have relations with his girlfriend is more like it. He said that when he saw that, he just didn't want to do it anymore. And this is getting him destroyed on social media. And it's been trending for like 3 or 4.
Yeah, some things you really got to just keep to yourself, man. You know, they say there's nothing taboo in the bedroom, but you better make sure you keep it there. People are way too comfortable just putting out anything now. And I like Haha, and I really don't care that much if him and his girl are doing whatever. But man, you got to understand, when you put this stuff on the internet, you open yourself up to what will be, and you will feel the internet's wrath.
It's still trending now as I'm recording this. He is just getting cooked all over the place. So much so that he made a video, or he posted this apology post to his girlfriend. I believe this is the girl that been dating, and I guess he feels like he embarrassed her. But I'm gonna tell.
Is that old girl who would be on all the comedy sketches with him and shit? I think so. I can't tell though.
Why he's mentioned a couple of years ago that they were bringing extras into the bedroom. Now, when he initially said it back in 2024, he.
And another thing, real quick, let me say this. Listen to me. So I got a friend, and him and his wife were discussing swinging, and I told him, you know, because he was under the mindset that when they opened up the relationship, that meant that he would get more women. Now, he ain't a bad looking dude, so yeah, he would in fact get a few more women. But we were out one night drinking, and I leveled with him. I said, listen, bro, you think what is going to happen is that you're going to open up the relationship and then you'll just get a plethora of women. But that ain't really how men and women work. What's going to happen more likely is that you are going to get 1, maybe 2 additional women. She will be getting way more men. So your ratio is going to be off, and eventually that's going to wear on both of you. You know, you might be pulling 1 or 2, whatever. She pulling 10 or 11. The ratio will always be off. This is always a losing game for men. If you open up your relationship, most men think opening it up so you can get more women. But you got to understand, whatever women you're getting, your girl is getting 5 times that in men. It's Vienna sausage can, bruh. And, you know, I told him that, and he really thought about it. They ended up doing it anyways. They're still together, but it was a rough patch. So just keep that in mind.
About women. But that was an interesting part that people have pointed out, or I saw a person point out. He mentioned all comers. But mainly in that interview he did back in 2024, I'm going to play y'all a little bit of that clip because it was a TikTok video. Somebody from the interview back in 2024, he mentioned that he was, and this is all stems from the Shannon Sharpe interview. Shannon Sharpe is able to get these people to say crazy things. You know, they feel very comfortable, right? Because again, he's broached this extra.
Yeah, Shannon do be getting them to admit some crazy stuff, bro. Shannon, Shannon low key evil. He in his mind, he like, oh man, the ratings gonna be crazy. He don't care what these people going through. He just want them to get to say crazy stuff on camera.
Open relationship topic a couple years ago, but it was mainly about women. But we didn't hear about him, having his girlfriend get hammered by another guy until now. But he spoke about this again in 2024. Now, I believe he's been dating the same girl for a while now. And it looks like possibly to spice up the relationship. And the reason why I think it's getting a visceral reaction online is because people need to understand that he's not the only one. There's a lot of men like him who are sharing their women, and you know who they are. These men who allow their girlfriends and wives.
And you know what's interesting? That has always been the stigma in Hollywood too. It's why people ask, why does this woman date all of these rappers or all of these actors? It's because they're all sharing the same women, which is strange. You would think at that level that would be the opposite, that they would have multiple women, which maybe they do, but what seems to be the norm as they move up the rankings is that they share the women. I don't know. I don't understand that.
To get on social media and thirst trap and flirt with other men, I want y'all to understand, he's sharing that woman. He is so used to sharing her, he doesn't tell her what to do. He allows her to go out.
Oh yeah, that's her. That's the girl who was in all the video sketches with him and shit.
Just do whatever, right, for attention, because he's already sharing her. So it's nothing for her to be online thirst trapping and flirting. This is why you see these women who claim that they're married always in another man's face, or always in male spaces, or always, thirst trapping, flirting. It's because they're being shared already. So HaHa Davis ain't the only one. He's just being honest about it, because a lot of these other dudes will straight up lie. But he's not lying. But let's get to this apology real quick.
Well, I mean, like I just said, a lot of these dudes, they can lie about it or they can just not talk about it. But we see it happening constantly. These dudes date the same girls all the time. You can just look at the industry, at the upper echelons of it, whatever it may be, acting, businessman, sports. And it's really weird too, because women will be in a very specific substrata of the upper echelon, meaning there'll be one woman who is just sleeping with all these football players. There'll be one woman who is sleeping with all these actors. There'll be one woman who's with all of these rappers. So they don't really got to talk about it. If you just open your eyes and pay attention, you'll notice that you see the same woman in a lot of different groups. And it's like, how is she here and there and there? You know what's up.
He says, sorry if I hurt you. They took a joke and me look crazy sometime. Being a comedian don't always translate. My love for you stronger than anything. I'm sorry I hurt. He must have been drunk when he wrote this. I hurt you. This was never for you, baby girl. Again, this is my opinion because this thing has wrote her horribly. But now, written her horribly. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to play some of this clip here so y'all can get the gist of what I'm speaking about.
I don't know if it is true or not, because grew up in a time where there was traditional.
Yeah.
Her and him.
Right.
Somewhere along the line, they've allowed to have a her, and a him.
Yeah.
When did that happen, HaHa?
Well, you saying like a throuple?
Yeah. I'm asking. Because
I wanted to Shannon know something because, again, this is a clip from an interview, but it looks like Shannon was inquiring, and then HaHa decided to offer up information. Now, maybe him and HaHa.
Yeah, Shannon knew something. Hold on, let me let him finish his thought.
Spoke about this, and that's why Shannon is bringing this up already. You know what I'm saying? Because it looked like HaHa might have been a little reluctant, but he spoke on it nonetheless. See, this is.
Yeah, Shannon knew something, because that's a weird segue into that conversation anyways. Granted, this is a clip of a fuller interview, so I don't know what the context is before he got on this, but the way he transitioned into that topic is strange. He must have knew something already, which kind of feeds into my theory that low-key Shannon Sharpe ain't shit, and he just want these people to say some crazy shit on camera.
You don't do it sometimes, man. Because you don't said something crazy and Shannon wants everybody else to hear it.
Right.
I just trying to figure it out. How you even broach that subject?
Yeah. Yeah.
You like, hey girl, you know I love you, but I was just thinking.
Yeah.
What you thinking, Carlos? Girl, you know I was thinking, shit, man. I love. Hey, it's always gonna be me and you.
Listen.
So no matter what happens,
Listen.
it's gonna be us.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. Me and my girl have indulged in that though.
Y'all haven't?
We have. Like, just try to keep me happy. Like, we've done those swinging. They call it swinging. Yeah, we did a little swinging.
She
Yeah.
agreed to?
Look. Now he want to act. What? Y'all have? Come on, bruh.
Yeah, we did a little swinging. But,
Oh Lord.
dang it, you don't want nobody else doing it to your lady.
That's what I'm saying though. So what did she say? Well, hey, Carlos.
No, after we got done, she tried to come to get the hell off of me. I just seen that man put you. I'm talking about. He done turned your way but loose. I did a leopard with him. You hear me? Cool. Cause it was like when you want to have fun. You want to have fun in your life. That was, you know what I mean? Something
That was a one-time thing though, right?
Oh, of course. I would never allow that to happen again.
But
I would never allow that to happen again. It's crazy.
I never let it happen again. Because you can't get that image out your head.
no,
Yeah.
that big old. I mean, what if it was somebody like me,
Yeah.
sweating,
See what I'm
muscles
saying?
just everywhere,
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
and a full plank?
Yeah. He was doing so good.
He's saying a full blank.
Yo, you see where this conversation is going? Now, haha, being a comedian, he's making a joke of it, and Shannon is like, is going there because he's very intrigued. For whatever reason, he's intrigued. He's descriptive about this. But this clip really is like, this thing has been trending for days. Days. The one thing you don't want as a man is for people to call you out as a cuck. That's one thing you don't want. You can't get rid of that label. No,
That's so true, man. That's so true. You can get called almost anything other than a cuck. That stigma, that term is unshakable. I already did a video on Adam 22, and my boy, there just is no recovering. There's no recovering, bruh. I mean, what do you do once you get that title? As far as if you are an internet personality or just a famous personality in general, you obviously you got to have thick skin, period. But if there is a certain dignity you're trying to bring to your brand or to yourself, once you get that term, that label, it makes everything harder.
what you do, you can't get rid of that. Even if you say it's one time, and do we think it was one time? I don't know. But you can't tell me that things get that bad in the bedroom that it resorts to that. Now, again, this is why I told y'all a little bit earlier.
And another thing, I think that most of these situations when it comes to swinging and stuff, I don't have any raw data on this, but I'm willing to bet that women usually bring this up. It's usually their idea more so than the man's. I just got a gut feeling on that. And at that point, your relationship is already in a sketchy place. And then that's when she'll come forth like, well, maybe if we just spiced it up. And then you entertain it. She's like, oh, well, I know a guy. Well, how the hell do you know a guy? You just told me the idea.
He's not the only one who does this.
Nah.
A lot of these same dudes that are criticizing him have probably done it too. There are other men just like him. Again, all you have to do is look at how these women act while married, while with boyfriends, and how loose they are on social media. It's right there. You can tell that heifer's being shared. Now, he says it was only one time.
I said, I know she don't want this after that. I know you don't. It ain't no way you want this after what he just did.
But ain't no way you could be in the same.
My man was sitting there analyzing and comparing too. That's feels bad. But I'm gonna cut that right there, man. I just wanted to react to this a little bit. Well, he's a comedian, so ultimately he'll be all right. This will pass. It's not like it's gonna. He'll have that title, but it won't affect his brand the way it has in Adam 22. So ultimately he'll be all right. But keep your business in the bedroom, bruh. Let some time pass and you'll be okay. You ain't shaking the stigma, but this will blow over. But anyways, shout out to Basic Social Politics. We out.